My name is Richard Ochirachalam. Let me tell you my abduction story. I come from northern Uganda, in Gulu district in particular, where children have suffered for more than 20 years now. My abduction story is sad and it's not good to hear it, but I will tell you for the sake of documentary so that you just imagine if it was you, what will you do? How will you feel like being? And I also want to appeal to the whole community that child soldering is not a good option to politics, more especially in Africa. It was in the 31st of December 1994 when every part of the world were just celebrating the New Year Eve. I was hiding in my place, in my hiding ground to escape from the rebels. All night I sleep, and during that time I woke up, and slowly I came back home, and everything looked good at that time. And then we went to the garden with my father. It was okay. The day looked okay, but someone came and said there's a rebel. So whenever you say there's a rebel coming, what you can do only is to run, just nothing else. So we ran and hid somewhere. We stayed for more than 3 hours in our hiding place, and slowly we started coming back home. And not only, we just walked for something like 20 minutes only, and we were just surrounded by all the rebels. I don't know where they have been before, but just feel. I was then tied up there. They finally got me. I was only 12 years by then. To me, they tied me up, and my father also. They began asking me where my home, and where do you come from? Where is your village? I exactly pointed opposite direction where my village is. But that was my cousin. I think he was a little bit frightened, so he decided to tell the truth about my village. And they really got annoyed with me that I'm telling them lies, and they beat me up. I really got a very terrible beating. And they started questioning me again, my father, because they see my father resembling me, and they say, who is this man? Do you know him? And I denied him again that I've never seen the man ever before. But because of their appearance, they insisted, and they just kept on beating me again. That good enough that there's a commander, their higher commander came and rescued me from the soldiers. So when they got me, because with my father, they started asking me about my father. Who is this man? Because he seems to resemble me, and the look of things, the appearance, he looked exactly like me. They were asking about me. So it's a matter of options that I have to make. I said I denied them that this is not my father, and they keep on beating me. At first I denied them, but after they've beaten me thoroughly, well, I was almost fainting to death. I decided to tell them the truth that this is my father, and immediately they slaughtered my father before me, before my eyes, like that. And I really felt the embarrassment. I felt very bad about myself that my father was killed. Maybe because I betrayed him myself. Otherwise, I should have stick to my no, that I don't know him. And then we continue. moving. We pass, days pass and some weeks pass by. We moved to Sudan. It was a terrible walk to Sudan. It's about 4 days walk to Sudan with a little bit of rest. Only 2 hours in 24 hours. Just 2 hours in 24 hours rest. And there's no food, there's no water. You just move in hunger and you don't drink anything. There's nothing to drink. On our way, children really died on our way to Sudan. They died, and even the senior commanders and senior soldiers, some died, some were fainting, were just given a lift by other people. So when we went to Sudan, we finally settled in a place called Aru, where there's a big camp of LRA rebels led by Joseph Kony. There is a really big barracks, very big, and you will really see that the Kony and the rebels, there are many, and there's no way that the government can easily destroy them within some few days or few months. Life in Arukam, life in Sudan is not good. It's characterized by hunger, lack of water, cholera, and many cruel brutality from senior soldiers that were there already. They bullied you, and you really feel like something is not going on well within yourself. Yeah, it's actually life in Arukam. It's not easy. And people in Sudan, they are all armed. So whenever you want to go to the village and get some food stuff, you must get well armed and you go and fight. We stayed in Sudan for some few months. Then I was selected to go for a training in Juba, which is now the capital of Southern Sudan. There I got a training from, when we were in Sudan. One day I went to collect some bamboo or firewood, and when I came back in the barracks, I found people on standby. They are selecting people to go on a mission in Sudan, in Uganda, and I had to make a choice of either going or not going. But I decided to stay in Arukam. But there was a lieutenant there, a commander, senior commander, who was also very cruel on me. I don't know why he got hung out on me for no reason. So staying with the commander is another thing, and going on a mission is another thing, because the mission was to come back to Uganda and destroy the whole of the 4th Division. So I had to either to make the choice or to stay in Narukam and face the lieutenant. But then I decided to stay in Narukam because I decided that I've been in enough battles, so I didn't know to go to Uganda anymore. So I stayed back. I was really prepared to either kill him or he kill me, because his action to me was almost getting out of hand. So when I stayed in Arukam, one day they come and pick us. We went for the training in Juba, which is now the capital of Southern Sudan. From there, we got training on guerrilla strategy tactics, and mainly in artillery. The people who trained us was the Arabs. And life in Juba was a bit okay, though the training was not all that very okay. At my age of 13, I already had some, yeah, by then I was already 1 year in the bush, so my age of 13, I got a very cruel training, a very brutal training by the by the Arabs soldiers. Though life was not all that very bad like in Aru, because we had enough to eat, we had enough to drink, and we can sleep in a good environment. But the training took us about 6 months. Then we came back to Aru. On my arrival to Aru camp, I was given the rank of sergeant. There, I was now a bit free to move anyhow, and I was in charge of some people, some soldiers as well. And there, I managed to escape from the brutality of our senior commanders. I began to do things my own way, the way I like it, and I can move at least far from the barracks. And